Hello and welcome back to Real Horror Show. I'm your host Samantha and I'm joined by what sounds like a sleepy, stormy skies.
Hello. You sound equally sleepy.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, it is. And there's been this cold front happening, making me just a little colder than normal. And that really just puts me in a bad mood. So I just am very unhappy right now because the temperature is not 75 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
And so just overall, not a very happy day.
Yeah, I bet.
First world problems. I wish it was warmer outside.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm sleepy because I just made dinner, which was okay.
Oh man. But that always makes everything kind of worse.
Yeah. We've been getting our little patio area because in our new apartment we have a patio that we're gonna use.
Oh, that's awesome. I love patio areas.
So we need to pick up the patio furniture from my old boss's house because someone's moving in there this week.
Okay.
So that's a thing. But we hung up some nice vibe lights, not twinkle lights, but the bulb lights.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because
I know about those.
The built-in lighting option is this disgusting white fluorescent humming light.
That's not very fun and relaxing for the patio at all.
Yeah, that's not a vibe. So we need to create a vibe.
The vibes from fluorescence are never good vibes.
The vibes from fluorescence are, oh my God, those are so many mosquitoes. Get them away.
Yeah, right. It's so funny that you're going to replace fluorescent because I got this little desk lamp thing from my in-laws this weekend, and the light bulb in it was like LED, like bright white, and it was like the brightest light in the room. So I replaced it with a soft glow LED, so it wasn't so extremely harsh because it was not a vibe on the desk.
Yeah. I kind of also want to change out all the lights in our living room and kitchen because they're very yellow.
Oh,
and
okay.
If you follow me on my personal Instagram, you see that I go for kind of a vintage retro-y look with my pictures.
Right.
And that's mainly because of how yellow the light is.
Yeah.
A lot of them I don't even have a filter on and they just look that way.
Yeah, for your kitchen and like living room area, it's always better to have the brighter white. Oh yeah, especially if you're in the kitchen. Like I understand, I have a yellow light in my kitchen, and if I try to take pictures of food and it's nighttime, it'll just look like, it'll look nasty and shit. And I'm like, oh man, it actually doesn't look this bad. It's just the yellow lamp. I do. So I feel ya.
But that's a project for another day. Now it's time to focus on the patio before it gets too hot and we don't want to chill outside.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sorry for the delay. I was just taking the extra time to finish the last 17 minutes of episode 22 of season 2 of the Vampire Diaries.
Nice, because we took some time off so we could finish it. So I'm glad that we took those 2 weeks to wait until the last minute to finish season 2.
Yeah, sorry. I literally took all of yesterday and like all of today.
It's fine.
I watched 6 episodes.
I accidentally fell back into my 600-pound life hole, which the newer seasons just aren't as good as the older seasons, and it's too scripted. And from what I've heard, they find contestants off of Instagram. So the contestants who are on Instagram probably aren't actually that interested in losing their 600 pounds.
Yeah.
So they just don't make an effort, and it's just a little depressing. And there were some good episodes, inspiring episodes.
But not quite like the original seasons. I hate that.
But before we get into Vampire Diaries, which we just finished, so I'm sure we have plenty of fresh thoughts to share in this mini-sode, let's pick the movie we're reviewing for, hopefully, next week.
Yeah, excellent. Hopefully, fingers crossed, but I think it'll be good.
So the totally random, not pre-selected movie we're watching this week is Into the Grizzly Maze.
Whoa, that's so like out of left field. Where did that come from?
I don't know. It was on
Very
Netflix.
random.
It was on Netflix.
That's super random. All right, cool.
Yeah, I don't. It's been a while if we've ever done a nature horror movie. So this is an action thriller horror movie starring James Marsden, Billy Bob Thornton, and Piper Perabo. Estranged brothers Beckett and Rowan reunite in the Alaskan wild to confront a savage grizzly bear wreaking havoc on their hometown. This movie is suspenseful.
It only says suspenseful, and what about the other two?
I don't, it just says suspenseful.
God damn it.
I don't know if it's going to be chilling or violent or, I mean, I can wager a guess that the bear's probably going to die in the end.
Oh yeah, rest in peace bear. But how are we going to know if it's scary or moody? Which one?
I don't know.
Damn.
Okay, well. How will I know if it's a teen scream?
Well, at least we know it's suspenseful, but the real horror show is not knowing the other two adjectives. Yeah. So I'll have to add that to my notes.
Yeah. So, I don't, have we ever had like this animal's gone crazy horror movie?
No, dude. We've had like outdoorsy stuff, but they all centered around like a monster, not like a real life animal. Yeah, never an animal that's like appears in nature.
Oh no, you know what I'm realizing? It's like our anniversary month and we're not doing a Friday the 13th. That'll be our next movie review.
Next movie review for sure, you guys. F13.
Let's see, what Friday the 13th? Right now it's only Jason X.
God damn it, we've already done Jason X.
So maybe not. Maybe blame Netflix.
Yeah, shit.
Oh shit, but The Bride of Chucky's on fucking Netflix right now.
We could do that. That's kind of reminiscent of our olden days.
Yeah. Oh god, I love Bride of Chucky. Yeah, so maybe a hint. We'll pray super hard and see if Jesus bestows Bride of Chucky onto us for our next review.
Yes, please, Jesus. But yeah, that'll be a really cool thing because our theme song used to be something along the lines of like the Chucky theme song or the Child's Play theme song.
It used to be La La, the Child's Play theme song, which was probably a copyright violation, but who's paying attention to us?
No way, but it's kind of like going back to our roots, just as Friday the 13th goes back to our roots too.
Mm-hmm. All right, so with that being decided, let's get into the Vampire Diaries, the last half of season 2.
Yeah.
Lots of twists and turns, a lot of drama as we meet the originals. We meet Klaus, who is a vampire werewolf hybrid.
Yes. And yeah. And we meet his brother too, who's just a vampire, who's Elijah.
So were they brothers before they became vampires, or?
I believe so. I'm pretty sure that they're brothers. I think.
You're supposed to be the academic on this show.
Yeah, I mean, he does discuss how they're brothers, and then he came from a big family, and that Klaus killed everybody in the family one by one, and so then he is out for revenge, and because he's so mad that he doesn't have any of his family members left. So I'm guessing they're from like the same human family, but I don't know where the vampire turning came into play because he never got to explain it because Klaus killed him, because of course he did. But yeah, I think they were brothers, but now Klaus is all by himself, so he's like a lone wolf.
And that must have been really hard for you because you told me that you thought Elijah was cute.
Now I told you that And then I watched I told you that for episode 21, and then I watched episode 22 and Klaus killed him. And I was like, oh man. And then I was like, well, you know what? It was kind of like, I kind of saw that one coming a little bit. But I was like, oh man, he was a cute original. And now it's just Klaus, and he's the only original that we know of right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one. But yeah.
I mean, they're going to have to bring in more originals because they have that spin-off show.
They do. They have.
And it's not the original, it's the originals, implying more than one.
Yeah, dude, there are so many. And yeah, so they're going to have to introduce more, and then more will probably be introduced in that spin-off, which we're going to have to watch after this is through. And there's just so freaking much that happens in this season that I felt like I watched 4 seasons of a show, but we're just on season 3. And it's just, I can't believe how much happens. It's crazy.
Like, we got Catherine,
yeah.
Then the originals. Well, Catherine werewolves, then the originals, then vampire werewolf hybrids. And now the implication of either resurrection or ghosts in those last 2 minutes of the final episode of season 2, where Vicky and Anna both show up to torment Jeremy, probably.
Yeah, Jeremy has touched the other side, so now I feel like he has like a partial like foot in the other plane, so to speak.
So you think he'll be able to see ghosts now?
Yes, I think so, because they can't just leave now he's like the only one left alive in Elena's family who's like not special in some way supernaturally. So now he has this special supernatural, maybe it's a gift, maybe he'll think it's a curse, but yeah, so much happens. And then there's also so many deaths of important people that it begs so many questions for me. But like, there's so much death and loss that like these people, these characters are like traumatically shattered. It's insane.
Yeah.
And everybody in town is a vampire and there's no humans left.
Pretty much. But getting away from death, how do you feel about Jeremy and Bonnie becoming a thing?
I think that's fine. You know, I'm okay with that because Elena said it was okay, and as long as Bonnie likes him, that's cool too. So I don't see there being too big of an issue with it. I don't know how young he is, like a couple years.
Yeah, I think he has to be at least a year younger than Elena.
Yeah, like that's okay, just like a year or two. But if
I mean, in
like,
real life, he's probably like 25, but...
Yes, I know. All these men, they're like 25 to 30, but they're like, we're 17.
Yeah, like Damon's not going to look 17 for much longer. We have
Damon
like we have like 2 seasons left with him looking 17.
Yeah, he like already looks like a grown-ass man. And they're like, shave your face, and he still looks like a grown-ass man. So everybody just looks so grown. Elena can pass for a very young woman because of how she looks in the show.
Everybody dies.
Yeah, basically Elena's whole family is dead now, except for Jeremy, who almost died. I really thought they were gonna kill him too when they shot him, Sam, but they brought him back. I was like, just fucking do it. But then now he's alive, so I really don't know. But
but Jenna died.
Jenna died. So did John, who was like living on borrowed time as it was, and nobody really liked him anyway. So. Oh yeah,
and I just remembered we've finally met Elena's birth mother, Isabel, this season, right?
She died too. Yeah, she like sacrificed herself because she like was so mad at herself for being a douchebag.
Is that why I thought she was compulsed to kill herself once she finished doing what she needed to do.
Was she? I don't know. I thought she killed herself because, she's gone.
I had a hard time taking that character seriously because she's played by Mia something. She was in the L Word, and she was the worst character on the L Word.
Oh, really? I've never seen her before.
So it's just hard to take her seriously in any role because she's just Jenny, that super obnoxious character from the L Word who becomes a lesbian at the end of season. Well, not becomes a lesbian, figures out she's a lesbian at the end of season 1 and suddenly knows everything about lesbian culture. Plus does some really transphobic things in season 2 and 3.
Okay, yeah, she wasn't the greatest character in this show either, because she was like obsessed with vampires and she wanted to become one, and then I don't know, like she was just annoying. And so yeah, like she's dead, which is fine. Nobody cares. But it begs the question, now that everybody is dead, who's gonna be like Elena and Jeremy's legal guardian now? Is it gonna be Alaric?
I don't know. Do they really even need a legal guardian? Elena's got to be close to 18 by now.
Yeah, she's probably super close to 18 because she mentioned that she was 17 whenever they were walking up the hill of the big hike they did up the like waterfall thing. I don't know how the system works. Does she like need to be 18 to look after Jeremy, or does she have to like become his legal guardian? I don't know what happens there, because literally like they're living in a house by themselves.
Yeah, I believe once she's 18, she's a legal adult across the United States. Virginia, the age, I believe, is 18 regardless. But she would have to probably petition the courts to become Jeremy's legal guardian because he's like 16 or 17.
Yeah.
And they're still in school, so that would be problematic. Maybe they'll create a new family member that they've never met before.
Maybe they'll do that. Yeah, because I didn't watch the first episode of season 3 yet.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Yeah, but maybe it'll be Alaric because he's kind of like around a lot, or maybe they'll just bring in another family member. You're right. Who knows who else is out there? Because they just kind of do that, and it works for this type of a show.
I like Alaric. I just don't understand how a man probably born in at least the early 1980s would be named Alaric.
Yeah, whenever we first got introduced to him, they really like made us think he was a new vampire, but he's just a man.
Yeah. in that he goes by Alaric. Like he's not embarrassed about that name, so he doesn't go by Al or Rick.
Yeah. Al. Yeah, like sometimes they call him Rick, but yeah, Alaric, that's a very, like, he could be an original, you know what I mean? But nope, he's just a man.
Just a man.
Just a
and
man.
He was Elwood's ex-boyfriend in Legally Blonde.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen any of these people in anything before other than this show, except for Jenna, because she was in the Banana Splits movie that we watched.
Oh, yeah.
She was the mom.
Oh, yeah, she was.
Yeah, rest in peace, Jenna. That was kind of shit. Yeah. I liked her.
The show likes to turn characters into vampires and just immediately kill them off.
Just immediately fucking kill them. And I was like, holy shit. And then people just die fucking left and right. I still stand by what I said from season 1. This is a fucking bloodbath. People just die. And that is it. And they keep them coming.
I don't get why this town isn't like... It's like some major red flag, because I'm thinking in real life, if Mystic Falls existed, one, I don't think in the flashbacks, I don't think they would be in full antebellum garb.
Yeah,
they might be, but I associate that with like deeper south, like Alabama.
Yeah.
And so where we are, they are about maybe 45 minutes away from Lynchburg based on a map they showed in one episode, which means they're about 2 hours from where I am.
Yeah.
This is the Appalachian region. We
right.
wouldn't have the fancy antebellum dresses and shit. Catherine probably would.
Yeah.
But everybody else, not so much.
Right.
Unless they're working for the coal company, in which case they are the enemy.
Right.
I was going to say, before I got on my tangent, I was going to say, like, the surrounding towns would know that this town pretty much loses its population every month or so. Like, it's not,
yes.
News travels fast here.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention too, is that the population is dwindling. There aren't enough people left in town because it's a small town and everybody like knows each other. And also there's like, apparently there's only one police officer in like the entire town. I just don't know how they can sustain more people to be killed. There's so many more seasons that we have to watch. I don't know where we're going to get all these people. So we'll see.
I have no idea. And eventually they're going to have to go to college, right?
I guess they're going to have to go to college, but so they'll probably go to college in Virginia maybe, but we do know that Stefan is leaving town, so he'll go somewhere else.
Oh yeah, Stefan's like a bad boy now.
Yeah,
he basically ditched Elena and is like, I'm a baddie now. I'm a naughty boy.
Yeah, he was like, as long as Damon can take care of her for right now, then it's all good. And then we just kind of got like the okay that it's okay to have two vampire boyfriends who are brothers at the same time. Yeah. So I guess Damon is going to be Elena's new boyfriend.
Which makes sense because in real life at this time, real Elena was dating real Damon. So.
Oh my God, were they really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Do you think that made things a little awkward when she had to pretend to be Stefan's on-screen girlfriend?
Probably. I don't want to get into spoilers because I have been reading on things, but
oh wow.
Things may have gotten really awkward towards the end of the series because in real life they did break up. And
her and Damon, Elena and Damon.
Yeah. And he married another iconic vampire, Nikki Reed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Are they still married?
I think so. I'm gonna look this up.
Hang on one second. Who is this woman?
She's Rosaline. Rosaline.
Oh shit, that's right. This picture of her is just awful. It's showing the worst picture of all time of her, and she has like really short hair and it's dark brown. And if you want me to see Rosalie has like white blonde hair, but yeah, Nikki Reed. Oh wow. She is a vampire queen as well.
Yeah.
Aw, are they still together? Is his name Paul McDonald?
No, he's Ian. Somerhalder.
Oh, they're currently married because she divorced whoever Paul McDonald is. He must be a big loser, and she married Ian instead.
And they had a child named Bodhi Soleil. Oh, God damn, that's a name.
It's French. Bodhi Soleil. It means son. Reed. Wow,
that's so ironic that they would name their child son when they're vampires.
I know, they're like allergic to the sun. I can't believe they would do that. Wow. Well, that's kind of cool. And who is Elena with right now?
I don't know.
This is a discussion for off mic.
Yeah. But I think that wraps up everything I had to say about the end of season 2 of Vampire Diaries. We're probably going to start getting ghosts in this next season. I hope we find out who turned or who created the originals, how that happened. I hope eventually we get Dracula in this series.
You think that we'll get Dracula as an original?
Probably not. Because
he talked about Bram Stoker though, Sam, remember?
Yeah. So does that mean Dracula's a true story in this world, or
does that mean he's real? Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it would be cool is all.
That is kind of a cool thing because he does mention it, and I feel like in this show when they mention stuff, it just like comes true. So excellent. Well, Sam and I are really enjoying ourselves, and after we get off mic, I'm going to go back downstairs and start season 3 because I don't want to allow myself to get behind again.
Yeah, you got to watch TV. It's very important.
I know. I finally am making time for myself with my because sometimes I'll just go downstairs and read instead, and then it will be like 9 o'clock, and then I'll be like, well, no time for TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
See, I can multitask and read and have something on in the background at the same time.
That's crazy. How do you do that?
It's usually with something like Vampire Diaries or a dumb Lifetime movie that can just be on as background noise and you don't need to really pay too much attention to.
Yeah.
It's part of the reason I don't watch as many international films as I would like, because I need to multitask. I need to do something, so I can't read the subtitles, and then I'm super lost.
Understandable. Awesome. But, well, yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, I guess I will talk to you next week.
Yes, so listeners, if you want to tune in next week, we're going to be discussing, is it Out of the Grizzly Maze?
I think it's just The Grizzly Maze.
The Grizzly Maze, excellent. So we're going to be watching that on Netflix, so watch it too, so you can follow along with our conversation and not have the movie ruined for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We chose Netflix so you can join in because we just assume most people have Netflix.
Yeah. But we will see you all next week.
All right, guys. See you later.
Bye.